Hello everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Alright, so we are now here in this right after the court case. There's a recess, and right now we're trying to prove the innocence of this young officer who is currently being faced with a murder charge. So that's to fill you guys up real quick on what's happening. So okay, September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Amnesia? Can't believe my lawyer tried to defend me in such a state. Why did you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you could fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. I've been there too. Well, my head's one problem I won't be tackling anyway. I won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess I'll start with my name, and then I can tell you all about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. Is this serious? You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back. Maybe it'll help. This is a business card. I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay, some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Okay. I guess for now we stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case. Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah. Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Well, hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh, it's my goofy ringtone. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I was searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and get this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? Oh, you mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but my eyes lit up. You were here all along? You're so mean! Maya! Oh my gosh, Maya's back. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I came to check in the coat room, anyone had already left. Maya! Who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Oh, yeah, thanks. What in the heck is this, a list? That's what 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists police are currently investigating. I think the guys are members of that group. Okay, a bunch of con artists. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Well, don't look at me! Where'd you get this list in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You were the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers are a memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. Oh boy. I'm glad to see Maya's back. That's good news. Yes, I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Oh boy. We're really in it now. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. Oh boy, this guy's back. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court might be a little lenient on...
Is it Larry? Is it Larry? Please be Larry. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls this next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park in the day of the murder.
Oh, please. Please be Larry. Please be Larry. Oh, it's not Larry. Gosh dang it. It's the guy that gave me the concussion. Or the... Yeah, whatever. It's the guy who smacked me with the fire extinguisher.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
All right, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. And now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling... Oh, I can't skip. Guys, I can't read. I'm not unbeatable university. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. I couldn't stop that. What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. Oh my gosh. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness? Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk in the park. See, you said it again, taking a walk, you know. What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. Oh boy. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Banana? There was a banana? Well, that was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive, Nick. Did you hear what he just said? Yeah, that's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, if she really is innocent, that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. Time to pick it apart, like old times. And by old times, I mean 6 months ago. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. Find out the truth, no matter how well you crack your lies. Alright, let us begin. Was at the park? Tell me about it. So we were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trash university. No-name trashy? Now this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please! Which university will I go to directly affect the very future of this country? That arrogant little snot. Okay, past 6, let's see. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Holds up a watch like this. Okay. Is that the best you can do? You think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Press harder! Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain this so even a third-rate simpleton like you would understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene. So it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of breaking... I can't stop it again. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... Alright. Talk to me. And how did you know he was a police officer? It's not a bad question. Just answer it. You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself oh my gosh. Wearing an officer's uniform, okay. Oh, and I suppose... Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. I thought I looked up and met the eyes of a charming young lady. Isn't that lovely? Well, I'm gonna save my game real quick. Just so that, you know. Talk to me. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. Yes, even you. Oh my gosh. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained, Mr. Wright. Please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. I feel like this is all part of his plan. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Alright. Talk to me. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while only you are a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself would have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Oh, ho, 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 of course. Did you notice anything of interest, witness? Banana. Okay, now this I need to know. The banana? Well, there was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Oh, it was the glove. The yellow glove with the... Okay. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? It was the glove. And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas.
That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas.
He could. It's the glove! It's the glove! There's no reason to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. He's just confusing it with the glove! And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he was seeing one thing and thought it was something else. If he mistook something a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. I already know what it is. Which means he can somehow show he's lying. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Objection! Let us begin. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. So you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Exactly. Oh well. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. That's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Is it a baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... That's a... No! I can't do a rich person being like... Oh well. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight! Yes! I should have saved my game. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? What are you asking me this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, I know what I mean. You're one of those people who refuse to accept Galileo. Yeah. Oh my. Brother, relax. Your eyes are trash. And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away, but you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed the scene of the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Oh my gosh, he strangled himself. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You are like those people. Oh my gosh. I don't care about Joan of Arc, dude. Which boils to you were not wearing glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven by this. Can be proven to be the same by this witness. The height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Alright, come on, let's do this. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as I realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report a crime, so okay, he's back to normal. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands, so they showed up within 10 minutes. Okay then. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct, which is why even someone with a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Alright. So let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll go back to that dialogue, but talk to me. She ran away just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like a guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, they did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
I'm gonna get more information out of them.
I'm gonna save my game real quick. Turnabout goodbyes. Oh, I remember that. Dude, that was crazy. That was wild. The final chapter, not the final, I mean, the final chapter of the main game and the last game. It was crazy. Y'all gotta go watch that if you haven't. Talk to me about it. How do you know what time it was? Oh my gosh. That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
Hey, pal. I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college.
I don't believe this.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously didn't know how to tell time.
What, why are you? You're just some lousy kid who...
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
Wait, did I get this one? Immediately. As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You know, people learn about how to call the police in college. Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Why so? What court record? No, wait, hold on. 6:20 a.m. must have been 9:40.
Ooh! You got busted!
Okay, but hold on. I'll get you on that in a minute. Let me just press you on this real quick. So you're saying that the police were on the scene by 7? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in the area that time of day, but suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people of this country. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Yeah, he said 6:45 when you made the call. Within the minute.
Objection!
But he died at 6:30. Check and mate. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You read the victim's autopsy report. According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There was clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time of witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Ah!
Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question.
Telephone,
Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? Ah, your richness is all fake.
you and your questions. I never tried to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You think you're really something special.
Witness? I lost my cell phone. There, you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What are you saying?
Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard that all geniuses... Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Enough. Oh man, oh man.
Wait, Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this one Maggie found? There's no way!
Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? We're questioning further, that's what we're doing. You crazy to think I'm not. Oh wait, I pressed save on accident. Is this your phone, Mr. Wellington? Where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his cell phone was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Oh, there is something. Oh, there is something. Your Honor, the witness' testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. Dare you? You just make outrageous claims like that? You have to have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth because of the phone. Well, actually, let me see. There's this list of con artists. No, that wouldn't make any sense. I can't save. Full sending it. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have presented to the court with an obtuse and meaningless item. It's obtuse and meaningless? I don't get you at all, Nick. Why do you think you wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place? Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, you really didn't have to look for a phone. Why don't you ever present the piece of evidence? Okay, so that was not it. Oh, the phone booth is right there. Duh! It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. A crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture, but if you don't understand my logic of looking at it, then there's something wrong with you. No, it's a phone booth. That's correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order, order. We're just reporting the crime a little late at the proof of the defense. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw away suspicion on his testimony. Or to throw suspicion. Yes, this is very true. What'd you have to say for yourself, witness? But I bet his phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, he was looking for something else. Was he... Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts that would like to share with the court? Let me save my game again. Can you offer an explanation of what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? You bet I do. There's only one possible explanation. Let's do it, come on. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You should have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court with the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why did the witness call the police right away? Glasses? Are those his glasses? Piece of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. That's not gonna mean anything. That's definitely not gonna mean anything. Let's get some profiles, shall we? Virtuoso. Maya, I don't remember who she is. I get a feeling I know her. It's a piece of evidence. I think it's this. Hear me out. There is a real chance that he could have picked up the finger and just, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Why didn't the witness call the police right away? It's not this, it's not this, it's not this. This is not gonna be helpful just yet. This doesn't make any sense. And I don't believe it's the... Why didn't the witness call the police right away? But if those are his glasses, how do they break? Listen, I say my game, I can start letting loose, but I guarantee you this, and this, and this is one of these two. Call me crazy, but I think it's crime photo 2 because he picked up Dustin's limp, dead hand, wrote the name Maggie, then phoned the cops. Alright? It's probably nothing, but I'm gonna go with it. Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced. Perhaps. Okay, no. Load it back up. Okay, so that didn't work. Nope. Wait! The music stopped. Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Oh, where did you find... Oh my gosh, bro is strangling himself. I believe the court heard all what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order, order. No, wait a second, hold on. I confess to confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. I am not good at screaming. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! That's so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. It's the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accused the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? us hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie E.Y. and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But what did that mean, that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would a person, her name was Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Mrs. Bird before this trial. Forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Oh, there's a way. Oh, there's always a way. There's always a way. Oh, there's a way. There's always a way. It would be best if I could prove the witness had the chance to learn. In that case, the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, the defense please present its case. How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Oh, she got in contact with the owner. Got it. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness' cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. But you can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie E.Y., but the name written on the ground was Maggie I.E. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew her name sounded. Order! But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually will not kill someone without a reason. Well, Mr. Wellington, I had no reason to kill anyone. That's absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what the motive for this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present the court proof that the witness had a motive. I wish I could see that. Wait, I can't save my game, can I? Oh no. I forgot to save. And their phone numbers. Would this names list prove anything? It's not this. It's definitely not this. That's definitely not it. Nope. This is literally the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna do it. Full send. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers are pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. Huh? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers are on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. Oh my gosh. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about. You think you, any of you, how can you know what it's... You know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is... He's not a victim. That wouldn't make any sense. But he's definitely a member. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. Oh! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into those phone numbers, it'd be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. He's gonna crash out. He's gonna crash out. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Not again. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? We can meet up. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, Mr. Wellington had to do was go back to meet Miss... What Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. If we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? The banana! What was this something? Was it the fact that he was a cop? Okay. Call me crazy. But if there was something that didn't agree with the witness, it would really only make sense that it would be that he is a cop. You know? Because okay, look at it. This doesn't make sense. That's the phone itself. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. None of these make sense. And of course, these all don't make sense. The only thing that I can think of is that it's this. I mean, I'm gonna lock in. Gotta be this. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone was with the policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would ask questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they already run a check on his phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? He does seem like the type to panic. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive.
That's bad for a person with a third-rate education.
What is that supposed to mean?
The evidence.
Oh, this guy is really creeping me out.
Oh, you've been waiting around talking about that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, can't prove that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say the phone is really mine? Where's your proof with your evidence?
You want proof that this is yours?
I already told you earlier. That phone is lost. I've already found it. You don't have any of the slightest idea that phone you're handing it belongs to. But you sure that it isn't mine, you simpleton? What?
Oh.
Feels good as you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem with our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor?
This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. His cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There has to be. Maybe.
Fingerprints is not bad.
Got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What?
You said there was sand all over it, so... I wiped it pretty thoroughly, too. Oh my gosh, he's back to normal. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's in complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, I remember! Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... I remember! What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked to get this far, but if we don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free.
I know this phone has to be his, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am. The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. That will be all. I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to let it go away like that? Oh, nah. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just gonna badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. You only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Save again. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying any attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright can present only one more piece of evidence. Oh, now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is Gotta think. Sense. How would the names list do? That's just the cell phone Maggie found, which is the one I have. To figure out what makes that phone his, because the phone I'm holding is, we say it's his, but we don't know who it is, and he apparently has a phone, which I think is just going to be a burner phone. It's not going to be my business card, it's not going to be the list, it's not going to be this. Oh boy, this is tough. And then they have these now. Wait. He said he was in the park looking for the college, right? So he's lying about that. He's lying about looking for the right college, as he said in the original thing, but oh, that's loose though. Okay, I'll come back to that. But that's promising. I'll come back to that. It's not gonna be any of these guys. It's not gonna be Maya. It's not gonna be Winston. It's not gonna be any of these guys, right? The only other thing I can think of is, I mean, that's it. I can't think of anything else. It's not the glasses. I mean, call me crazy, but like, he said he was in the park looking for a college, but he obviously lied about that. But it's the piece of evidence will explain everything, even how that phone is his. It's not this, it's not this. What's this about? The autopsy. It's the only thing I can do. I don't know anything else. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Why would that matter? Why is this here? Like, okay, it's your business card and it's your cell phone number. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just doing it. I mean, I can go back and save. The music stopped. Is this your final answer? Okay, never mind. So that was not it. Okay. It's not gonna... The only piece of evidence we haven't presented was my business card. I'm doing it. I'm so cooked. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Huh? It's written in fancy script that the ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is... the back. The card is important of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But the court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... It's not the right ringtone, is it? What? Why is my phone for that stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? Huh? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone! No, it can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh my gosh, he's good. Oh, he's actually strangling himself. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he died. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives in his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty! Oh yeah, dude. That is all. His court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of the 9th floor of the apartment building? How are you alive? I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is pretty bad. Up until I went to college, and I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. So you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having a dinner at my house. Oh, I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's my fault. Dustin's dead, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna go find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll find a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'm gonna be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourselves too. What a horrible day. Who got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. Oh, but you're okay, that's what counts. You really have me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. This might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe, he's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge, he's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. Maya Fey. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth and Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so let's create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. The phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Brand new episode has been added. What is that? Maya's younger sister? Yes, I will save my progress. Right, here. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Ooh! That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie. Who's Eenie? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. I might as well have been me. Ooh, boy. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon have started this whole mess. Keep playing through my mind. June 16th, 3:34 p.m., Wright and Company Law Offices. Alright, I don't know who that guy is, but we're gonna talk to him later. But I feel like that's enough reasonable cause for... end this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.